Welcome back to Legendary Metal Games. I'm your host, Joe, and by popular opinion, we have finally started the new series of Fallout 4. Now, this is going to be an entire 100% playthrough, getting all collectibles, and as you can see there, this is also including all DLCs.
War never changes. In the year 1945, my great-great-grandfather, serving in the army, wondered when he'd get to go home to his wife and the son he'd never seen. He got his wish when the U.S. ended World War II by dropping atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The world awaited Armageddon. Instead, something miraculous happened. We began to use atomic energy not as a weapon, but as a nearly limitless source of power. People enjoyed luxuries once thought the realm of science fiction. Domestic robots, fusion-powered cars, portable computers. But then, in the 21st century, people awoke from the American dream. Years of consumption led to shortages of every major resource. The entire world unraveled. Peace became a distant memory. It is now the year 2077. We stand on the brink of total war. And I am afraid. For myself, for my wife, for my infant son. Because if my time in the army taught me one thing, it's that war never changes. War never changes.
You're gonna knock him dead at the Veterans Hall tonight, hon.
You think?
Absolutely. Now get ready and stop hogging the mirror.
Right.
Alright, so as you can see, the very start of the game is to be very dialogue heavy, but that is going to trail off as we go. I will, for the most part, just let the dialogue scenes play out the way they need to, and just chime in as needed. Now, just a really quick backstory on this. I have played and covered the Fallout franchise since Fallout 3, including New Vegas, Fallout 4, and Fallout 76. It has definitely been in my DNA since the console ports. I have not played Fallout 1 and 2, I have just seen footage of it. And this is actually up there with New Vegas for my favorite of the entire series. Again, not counting 1 and 2. I have no information on those. So, as you can see, this first area I'm just going to try and make as cinematic as possible, just because I know what's going to happen, and I want to try and capture a lot of the oddities. Like, right off the bat, we have the Blast Radius board game, which I think is absolutely hilarious, considering the bombs technically have not fallen yet. Yes, in this series, we actually get to see the eyes through Nate, which we just named after ourselves. And as you can see, there's our robot butler, Codsworth, who actually, he's a good emotional companion to have, but I typically am not a huge fan of him as a companion.
Sugar bombs.
Mainly because I like to collect things, and he is not a fan of hoarding items. Now, when we get into the actual levels and the actual areas to explore, I'm not going to
my favorite.
Bore everyone with collecting everything. I'll just skip those parts forward. Because base building is definitely something I love doing in Fallout 4. Again, I won't bore everyone with the details on those. I'll just skip those forward so you can see what's been made. After showing just how to build things, just the basics.
I'm so proud of her.
As you can see, there is our flag as well as the wife's degree. And right now, you can't really do much other than wait for the Vault-Tec representative. So again, just exploring this beautiful house. Keep in mind, this was created in 2015. Very hard to believe it's 10 years old now. And still, to me, looks amazing. So as we go around here, we can see that the dog has run away. It does always make me wonder about the Red Rocket dog that we get.
Nuka-Cola.
If he was really sent from the Institute, or if he was ours to begin with.
He comes for you every day.
And what happened to us in between those times.
Good morning.
So here he is.
Vault-Tec calling.
Vault-Tec? Remind me again?
Why, we're about you, sir, and helping secure your future. You see, Vault-Tec is the foremost builder of state-of-the-art underground fallout shelters. Vaults, if you will. Luxury accommodations where you can wait out the horrors of nuclear devastation. You can't begin to know how happy I am to finally speak with you. I've been trying for days. It's a matter of utmost urgency, I assure you.
I'm here now.
So you are. So you are. Now, I know you're a busy fellow, so I won't take up much of your time. Time being a precious commodity. I'm here today to tell you that because of your family service to our country, you have been pre-selected for entrance into the local vault. Vault 111.
But there's room for my entire family, right?
Of course, of course. Minus your robot, naturally. In fact, you're already cleared for entrance. It's just a matter of verifying some information. Don't want there to be any holdups in the unforeseen event of total atomic annihilation. Won't take but a moment.
Sure, let's do it.
Splendid! Splendid. Now, let's see.
Alright, so time for one of the most important aspects of the entire game, and that's getting these core values set right. Now, for this character, and what I typically like to do is go ahead and throw intelligence to max right away. Usually like to put a lot into perception and charisma, just because they do affect VATs, and of course, getting experience bonuses based on speech checks.
Wonderful.
That's
everything. Just gonna walk this over to the vault. Congratulations.
So, now
on
that we're
being
done with our
prepared
Vault-Tec
for
guy,
the
you can
future.
leave, buddy. Thank you.
Thanks again.
We should
it's peace
be
of mind.
alerted by Codsworth
worth a
the
little
second
paperwork,
we go
right?
to sit down.
For you and Sean,
because, you
no
know,
price is
never a
too high.
moment's rest for two busy parents.
Good answer.
I have my moments.
Let's just pretend to watch TV here, and of course, the baby cries the second we sit down. And this is why we can't get a wink at night.
Some of that paternal affection you seem to be so good at.
Yeah, paternal affection, I got it. We'll do something about it. Hey, Sean, if only we knew now what we know by the end of this game.
Spin the mobile a bit. He
Oh,
loves
how
that.
things could be different. But we don't have that foresight yet, so for now, let's just
Hey,
swing
how's my little guy?
the baby
Much
rockets.
better now, huh?
And let's get ready,
Listen,
because
after breakfast, I was
everything's
thinking
about
we
to
could head to the
change.
park for a bit.
You
Weather
know,
should
this
hold
is a
up.
Fallout game. Things are not going to stay peaceful for
Will
long,
it be like that
especially
night in the
since we
park a
got
year ago?
registered for Vault 111.
You should come and see this.
Codsworth, what's wrong?
followed by flashes, blinding flashes, sounds of explosions. We're trying to get confirmation.
What?
We seem to have lost contact with our affiliate stations. We do have coming in. That's confirmed reports. I repeat, confirmed reports of nuclear detonations in New York and Pennsylvania. My God.
Oh my god.
We need to get to the vault now.
I've got
Literally, now. Because one really neat Easter egg is if you drag your feet and take way too long here, or at least go the wrong direction, I think is what triggers it, the bombs actually will fall, giving you a game's over right away. So there is a sense of realism here. We do need to get moving.
We'll drive to the coast! That's gotta be far enough!
What if it isn't?
Right after we make sure to check on everyone in our neighborhood. Because, you know, we'll probably be seeing them again, one way or another.
Who cares?
Just help me pack it up!
Well, guess we should get moving. Too bad our AP is terrible. We probably should put something in agility. Don't worry, we are meandering to the vault.
I am
Not on the list. You don't get in.
I'm going in. You can't stop me! Okay. In the vault program. I'm reporting.
I think they pointed their invisible guns at him.
We need to get in. We're on the list.
We're stuck out here.
Infant, adult male, adult female. Okay,
Infant,
go ahead.
adult male,
Thank you.
adult female.
Good luck.
Don't call any of us
Come
by
on.
name or
What's gonna happen
anything.
to all
I'm
those
sure
people outside the
anyone
gate?
could fit
Everything
that
we can.
mentality.
Now keep moving.
Any
Step
single
on the
child
platform,
family.
in the center.
So let's go ahead to the landing, and here we go. Keep your eyes to the right of the screen.
Almost there. We're gonna be okay. I love you. Both of you.
We love you too.
Oh my god!
Hold on!
Can't this thing move faster?
Oh god!
We did it. We made it. We're okay.
Everyone please step off the elevator and proceed up the stairs in an orderly fashion.
No need to worry, folks. We'll get everyone situated in your new home. Vault 111. A better future underground.
So we just...
Yes, up the stairs.
I can't believe it. If we left a minute later.
No, don't get caught up.
Just this way, please.
You're safe now.
And if you couldn't tell,
Hello there.
I am
Once we
fast
seal the
forwarding the
vault,
loading
we'll all be
screens
getting to
because
know
if
each
you
other
play
properly,
this on
I'm sure.
console, Fallout 4 is notorious
This way,
for their
please.
long loading
Just this
screens, not having you deal with
over to
that.
the table, take a seat.
So, let's go ahead,
You'll
get
need
our
your suits
official
back to take you
jumpsuit,
further.
Thanks.
which actually we don't have
What
to
now?
put on
Follow
yet.
the doctor
Over to the
here.
table.
He'll show you
It
where
kind
to
of
go.
does it automatically,
All right, you
just
three.
like she kind
Follow
of materialized another one in her hand.
See?
Pick up
This is our new home.
All right, come on.
Oh, you're gonna love
Character that looks
This
oddly
is one of our
like
most
Dad
advanced
from Fallout
facilities.
3.
Not that the others aren't great, mind you.
As we go ahead and make our way into figure out
Our
what
home.
this vault is known
Everything we
for.
had.
My mother and father down in D.C.
Fans of past Fallout games, or if you're new to the franchise,
Move along.
never trust
Oh,
Vault
we'll be
Tech.
going over
They
all
are
that in
taking
orientation.
advantage of the bombs
Just a few
falling.
medical items we
Instead,
have
they
to
are
go
using this panic to run crazy and sometimes ridiculous
Such a
experiments on
lovely family you
people.
have. I hope you'll
This
see
time
as your new
around,
home.
this vault is all about studying the effects of cryogenics on the unsuspecting victims.
Excuse me.
Mainly us.
Just step in here and put your
So
vaults
they are going to cryogenically freeze us and see if we can survive all the way until the top is safe to be in. Relatively speaking.
The pod will decontaminate and depressurize you before we head deeper in the vault. Just relax.
Now again, when we get into the other episodes after this one, a lot of this dialogue-heavy narration will be done. It's just like any of these big open-world games, you do have a very, very intricately developed tutorial section here in the beginning. But we should be getting our freedom pretty soon.
4, 3, 2, 1. Manual override initiated. Cryogenic stasis suspended.
This is the one. Here.
Open it.
Are we okay?
Almost. Everything's going to be fine.
Come here. No, I got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only going to tell you once.
I'm not giving you Sean.
God damn it. Get the kid out of here. Let's go. At least we still have the backup.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized. Residents must vacate immediately.
Just like Fry from Futurama and many other movie series, we are back!
Come on! There has to be a
and
release.
Unfortunately, Nora did not make it.
Oh,
and
God.
if you actually play as Nora, it will be Nate, the male character, that doesn't make it.
I'll find who did this, and I'll get Sean back. I promise.
And one thing I think is a really neat Easter egg is you can actually bring people to Nora's frozen corpse, and they will actually react to it. All of your allies you can get. Now, one thing that's really neat about the terminal here is we can check specifically on the life support functions and check on the status of all the people there. C1's empty, but as you know, as pretty much all of these are the same, there is another set of pods somewhere in here that, if I remember, they do have a few different death messages. Like, if I remember, one of them actually had a heart attack in the cryo chamber. So it's that kind of attention to detail that makes this series so fun and engaging. Obviously, we would be here forever if I read every terminal log and every entry and just did everything there is to do, because in my regular playthroughs, I've had well over 1,000 hours with Fallout 4. So, such an outstanding franchise. This is something anyone who has the ability to play, I would absolutely recommend picking up a copy. It should be much cheaper now that's 10 years old. But believe me, that doesn't stop just how fun this series is. It's one of those, just like Skyrim, that you can always go back to time and time again. And it's usually my fall series. Every time fall comes around, I usually load this back up. So as we can see over here, we have another terminal. The main thing here is the security instructions. Alright, Vault 111 is designed to test long-term effects of suspended animation on unaware human subjects. Security staff are responsible for maintaining installation integrity and monitoring site staff activity. Essentially, never trust Vault-Tec, ever. They never have your best intentions in mind. But right beside the computer, we can go ahead and get our first stim pack as we go ahead and make our way through here. Now again, when we do get into some of our dungeon crawls coming up in later episodes, I'm not going to make everyone sit and wait through me literally clearing up all the trash, because that is one thing you want to do in Fallout 4 is collect everything that you are able to.
Roaches?
Because you can break the components down for building materials. And this terminal is a really good one because it has our first video game. So this one is Red Menace. And if it looks familiar, these video games are basically classic video games. As you can tell here, the original Donkey Kong or Super Mario. Basically where you had Donkey Kong on top, Princess Peach captured, and we had to make our way up. I was never good at the game then, and it seems even harder now with, you know, the random missiles. And I still haven't figured out, with you growing size, if that's supposed to do anything special or not. So obviously, won't waste the time with it here. We'll just go over here and just get ourselves smacked. There we go. But I believe there's actually an achievement for getting such and such score on this game. So as you see, anytime you encounter a game in a terminal, you can eject it and add it to your Pip-Boy. What's a Pip-Boy? Wait till we're about to leave Vault 111. For now, let's not sit around, but as you can see, we already have our jumpsuit on, so we are looking the part, and now we are starting to get into the creepy atmosphere. Because if you've ever played any of the Fallout games and started dungeon crawling, you know that this series can get absolutely terrifying. Especially when you start hearing enemies, you're low on health, and you have no idea where they are. And because of VATS, they could just hit you from just about anywhere. It is unnerving at times. And I love that. Especially some of the big horror pieces in this map. Like the Dunwich Burrows.
What happened here? Where is everyone?
Pickman's Gallery. Such great places in this series. And it is accurate from what I've been able to research on the real Boston, at least as far as where things are located, and just to give you an idea of what some of the iconic landmarks look like. Now, as you can see here, because we're not on survival mode, you can actually just drink some water sources, get your health back up. That is a cheap way of not having to waste stim packs, which are 3 right there. And we finally have our gun. The problem is we do not have the Pip-Boy yet, so we cannot enter VATS. So you're actually stuck playing it pretty much like a Doom game. The only thing is I definitely don't have the sensitivity settings set right yet. So not gonna waste time messing with it right now. I'll definitely do it off camera. But just know we're gonna have a heck of a time trying to shoot the rad roaches with this pistol that we can't jump into VATS with. Because those things are surprisingly fast. They're basically the pinkies of the group. Never really much of a threat. They're more of a really quick annoyance. And here they come. So, line up the iron sights, and like you can see, definitely need to adjust the settings here, because it has taken way too long to look down for some reason. And I know there's a way you can smack them with the pistol, but for the life of me, I cannot remember which one it is. I believe it's R1, but it's actually going to tell us soon, because it's going to be like, oh, hey, was that hard to kill all the rad roaches? Hey, here's a pointer for you. You could just smack them. As you can see, since I am on PS5, it is box or the left of the 4 buttons to reload. And I actually am to try to use iron sights and scopes mainly. I'm to try not to abuse VATS too much. I mean, there are certain situations where it's just better to use. And as you can see right there, go ahead and get the roaches out of here, especially the tiny one there. They definitely come in all shapes and sizes. And just like that, you can see we're pretty much at the entrance of this place. And if we loop back around, as you can see, that just takes us right back to the cryo chambers where we were. So, let's go ahead. This was actually where they were doing the intake originally, just past the elevator when we first arrived. The door wasn't sealed then, so we didn't know it was there. Let's go ahead. Hey. Calm it down over there, Roach. We are busy trying to get a Pip-Boy so we can get out of the vault. We've been waiting 210 years or more for this. And now we're grabbing invisible Pip-Boys. I don't even know what is going on anymore. God bless Bethesda. They always have the funniest glitches known to man. Now let's wipe this thing off, and then miraculously the screen clears, and we are good to go. The most iconic and best piece of equipment ever to exist in a Fallout series. Here we are, the Pip-Boy. Alright, so, as you can see, we can basically handle everything here. This is basically your personal computer, and they actually made a real Pip-Boy, too, that was available upon release with Fallout 4. I actually did not want to shell out the extra money for it, but I always thought that was really neat that they made like a life-size version of it. So they are floating out there if you ever are interested in them. They are not gimmicked or fake. They actually did make them when they released the game. So, cue the epic awakening. Now, while we're waiting for a door, I will clarify, my goal in this series is to actually show how you can get all endings with all different factions, as well as getting max affinity with all of our allies, characters throughout the series, all of the bobbleheads, and the crucial collectibles. I know there's a ton of different things you can collect, but you know, the important stuff, like the bobbleheads, the magazines, that sort of thing. And just like that, it is deja vu, but in reverse. We've been waiting 200 and some years for this. It is finally time to see what has changed. Yeah! Here we go. We are not changing a darn thing. Let's end the tutorial. Essentially, that's all it was literally a giant glorified tutorial, just like the opening cave section from Skyrim, where they ask you if you want to change anything when you leave. And here it is. Sanctuary. Post-apocalyptic Boston. And now all of our DLCs are going to load in too. So I am going to be covering all the DLCs, not just the main game. Definitely don't have to throw these videos out more than once a week, or you may be waiting like 3 years until we get to the end of it. So, now that we see that things haven't changed too much, except the fact there's no leaves on the trees, let's go ahead and see what happened to home. Obviously, water now is irradiated, so that is one thing we'll have to take into consideration. Even though it's safe to be on the surface, radiation is still there and it will still mess us up. As you can see, there's the remains of all the people that didn't make it into the vault. But the sad reality is, it really didn't matter if they made it or not. Let's go ahead and pick all the goodies as we go. Because whether they made it in the vault or they didn't, they wouldn't have made it either way. So, let's continue back. And as you can see, the people with the trunk, they actually either made it or at least got away from there. More on that later. It's a cool Easter egg further back into the series. Many of the townspeople make a second appearance. Let's just say that. And there he is, Codsworth himself.
I live and breathe. Oh, it's really you.
You got it, buddy.
Codsworth. What happened to the world?
The world, sir? Well, besides our geraniums still being the envy of Sanctuary Hills, I'm afraid things have been dreadfully dull around here. Things will be so much more exciting with you and Mrs. back. Where is your better half, by the by?
They killed her.
Sir, these these things you're saying, these terrible things, I believe you need a distraction. Yes, a distraction to calm this dire mood. It's been ages since we've had a proper family activity. Checkers, or perhaps charades. Sean does so love that game. Is the lad with you?
Sean's been kidnapped. But I'm going to find him. I'm going to get my son back.
It's worse than I thought. Mm-hmm. You're suffering from hunger-induced paranoia. Not eating properly for 200 years will do that, I'm afraid.
No. No, that's not possible. I wasn't out for that long. Not 200 years.
A bit over 210, actually, sir. Or give or take a little, for the Earth's rotation and some minor dings to the old chronometer. That means you're 2 centuries late for dinner. Perhaps I can whip you up a snack? You must be famished.
Alright, now notice how speech challenge is in yellow. That is easy. Orange is medium,
Codsworth,
and I believe
acting
red is hard. Never try anything beyond yellow. That will change based on how high your charisma stat is. As you can see, you always get extra experience for getting them. That's why I like to get charisma up early.
No one to talk to, no one to serve. I spent the first 10 years trying to keep the floors waxed, but nothing gets out nuclear fallout from vinyl wood. Nothing! And don't get me started about the futility of dusting a collapsed house. And the car! How do you polish rust?
Stay with me, pal. Focus.
I'm afraid I don't know anything, sir. The bombs came and all of you left in such a hurry. I thought for certain you and your family were dead. I did find this holotape. I believe the missus was going to present it to you as a surprise. But then, well, everything happened.
Thank you, Codsworth.
You're welcome. Now, enough feeling sorry for myself. Shall we search the neighborhood together? The missus and young Sean may turn up yet.
All right. Lead the way.
Proud to serve, sir.
And now he's going to go off on an adventure, basically showing us around the town and what's happened to all the different buildings, the different things we can collect in the workstation. We're not going to get into that just with the initial episode. Instead, let's go back to our room, and back to Sean's room. His baby book is still there, so you can actually go there to still increase one of your special stats even more. So at that point, we have a 10 intelligence, 10 perception, and 5 in charisma. And just like that, we will go ahead and stop episode 1 here, so that we are finally through the tutorial section of the game, back into Sanctuary Hills, and ready to start an absolutely epic adventure. If you've not played Fallout 4 before, definitely give it a chance. This is a series that pretty much will allow you to do anything you can imagine. If you haven't already, please make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. Check out the Fallout 4 playlist, and we'll see you next time. Take care, everyone.